Hi, this is the Budget Gamer, and I'm just here to tell you about a few games which I would recommend for anyone who's gaming on a budget. These are all, the ones I've got here are all for the PS3. Most of them are available on other platforms, but not all of them. And they're all now available, most of them have been out for quite a while, and they're all now available at reasonable prices if you're going for second-hand ones. Now what I've done is looked all these games up on eBay, and I've looked for the cheapest buy it now one, which includes everything. And just to give you an example, the price I'm going to give you for Red Dead Redemption, which is the first one I'm going to show you, that includes the manual and map. And you know, be aware that for some things there's more than just the manual. And yeah, that is first on the list. It's a list of 12 games, and I'd recommend these to anyone. Red Dead Redemption, manual and map. You can get it for $6.98 buy it now on eBay. As I say, the prices I'm going to give you are buy it now prices. You know, you will generally get things a little bit cheaper if you're patient and wait for an auction, but if you want things straight away, that's the sort of price you're going to pay. $6.98 is the cheapest currently available, and there's a lot of game there as well, which is another good reason why it's apart from the fact that it's excellent, is another good reason why it's good for anyone gaming on a budget. You get a lot for your money. That's actually one of the most expensive ones I'm going to recommend to you. This is Race Driver Grid. It costs peanuts. You can get it for $3.99. If I had back the time that I'd spent playing Race Driver Grid, I'd spend it all playing Race Driver Grid again, because it's such a fantastic game. I absolutely love it. Mirror's Edge. When I think of Mirror's Edge, my heart beats a little bit faster. I think the city is so beautifully constructed. I think it just visually it looks fantastic. The gameplay is great. Any reviewers that got this one wrong are idiots. You gotta love this game. Grand Theft Auto 4. Sorry, you can get Mirror's Edge £4.25. Worth £4.25 of anyone's money. Grand Theft Auto 4, clearly a brilliant game. You already know about it. Be aware there's a manual and a map with it. And you can get that now second hand, £4. Far Cry 2. Again, manual and map. You can't see the map there, but there is one. A lot of gameplay, a big open world game, challenging, interesting, not to be missed for my money. Fallout 3, definitely make sure there's a manual with it, because it's a good little manual with that one. I say good little manual, it's a nice thick one. You know, Bethesda are good for that kind of thing. Oh, Far Cry 2 $4.25 if I didn't say. Fallout 3 $4.95. But so much game for your money. The extra content isn't there with that one. I've not played the extra content, but there's such a lot to do that I've still not finished this. Yeah, get that one. Deus Ex Human Revolution. Now, £3.90 I've written down for this, but you can get this brand new really cheaply, and there's a new edition which includes all the bonus content. I've played most of the bonus content and it is worth having. So look on Amazon or on eBay, see if you can get a nice cheap one of that. It's called the Director's Cut. So yeah, I'd recommend getting that to anyone. LA Noire, a lot of game, a big city to explore. If you've seen the film LA Confidential, you know, that gives you an idea of what you're going to see in this game. You can get that $6.99, quite an expensive one by these standards, but you've got to admit that's not too much for a good AAA rated game. Assassin's Creed 2, not a very unpredictable choice. It's my favourite Assassin's Creed. There's so much in it. This is the Game of the Year edition. You can get this for £3.90, and there's just so much there, and the cities are beautiful, and the gameplay is great. Okay, it's not the most difficult game in the world, but it's fun to play, and why wouldn't you? Batman Arkham Asylum. This is marginally my favourite of the Batman games. I've only played 2 so far, this one and Arkham City. I, as I say, marginally prefer this one, but they're both great. And great productions. This one $5.95, so a bit more than some of the others, but still pretty reasonable for a great game. This one's knocking on a bit now. Heavy Rain. Obviously this is one you can't get except on PlayStation. Interesting and different and imaginative sort of game. I've played through it twice already, and I hope to do so again in the future, especially seeing as I've never actually succeeded in rescuing that kid from drowning at the end. So yeah, recommend that wholeheartedly. What price have we got down for that? $8.94. Now I'm going to say something in particular about this one, which is that although it's $8.94 new, not new, $8.94 buy it now on eBay, which is more than it used to be, there are a lot being auctioned off, and when there's a lot of supply, then the price goes down, and you'll get this for £4 if you're patient and wait for an auction. And if you are gaming on a budget, and that's the whole purpose of this, I should wait. I should, you know, get it that way. Save yourself the best part of a £5. And lastly, Resistance: Fall of Man. Initially, this only just made the cut because I had 17 games to begin with, and I cut out several just to make it a nice, fairly simple list of 12. I say it nearly didn't make the cut. I think this is an excellent game. I've only played the first 2 Resistances. This is the first one. Again, this is PlayStation only. And what was I going to say about it? I prefer this to the second one. I think it's got a bit more personality of its own than the second one, though. And also there was one enemy which really annoyed me in the second one, which was that invisible thing, which always killed me every time. But yeah, this one I liked. It was, I don't know, it was more like the atmosphere of it was more like an early Call of Duty but with sci-fi, whereas, you know, you don't know, so I don't know why I keep saying you know. The second one wasn't quite so much an individual, it was more of a standard sort of thing. I hope you know what I'm saying, but anyway, I do recommend that, especially at £2.39 that you can. I doubt you'll be able to get it, you know, for that price still whenever you go on looking for it, if you should happen to, but yeah, you'll definitely get it very reasonably. So they're my 12 recommendations. The ones that I cut out of this list, it wasn't always because they weren't as good as these, and I hope those 5 that I missed out will form the basis of the next video of this kind that I do, but that won't be for a while. But those 12 games there, don't rush out and buy all 12 of them. I would always say to anyone, buy one game at a time, play it until you're sick of it, and then buy another one. And that's the best way to not spend too much money and to game on a budget. Okay, so that's it for this one, and this is the Budget Gamer saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.